I think the video is too bright on the stream. So I want to find this color. That starting to look better. Let's turn it down a lot more. What is this anyway? Whatever alpha is. I don't know. I'm looking at the stream, so I'm trying to figure out. Too dark. Let's just leave that there. I like this bit. It looks all right. It looks right. So we'll go with that. See how it looks in the stream. Do. Come on, stream, catch up with me. I think that looks all right. It's a little darker on the stream than it is on my game, but nonetheless, it's fine. Right, so we're gonna try this now that I've had lunch. I've done my training. I realized it's prograde and not whatever it was that I was doing. I docked with it on the training, and so I feel a little bit more comfortable with it. I'm not actually rescuing Jeb, and I don't 100%. I don't 100% know whether or not I need this. How do I turn? Because I want to. Maybe I just leave it like this. Right. Okay. So. What did I decide? I decided that I need more fuel tanks. More fuel tanks for the RCS. I mean, I've got some in there, but that has what in it? 120. And do I not have any of the other bigger ones? How much is in there? 20. Only 20. So it looks like I only have... Is that a little one? Yeah, it's a little one. I only have the one. But I kind of want more. So... let's take it to 240. So we'll take it to 240. Alright, so let's put that on there. And that takes me to 240 on the monopropellant. I'm only at 3600 on Delta V. So what do we want to do with that? Do we need... No, I don't even have that in there. I was thinking that I had one of the things with a bunch of batteries in it, but it looks like this is... I've just got batteries here, and I've got batteries here. And then I have... What was that I had in there? Some sort of a computer or something. What is this? No! Oh, this is basically the thing that controls the... This controls the ship. Um, if I have a radio, like if I have a short range, dual purpose communications antenna or short range relays. So I mean, do I put one of these on? I mean, I could, and then I could rotate it. I could rotate it. Oop, come on, come on, come on. There you go, buddy. I could rotate it, and then I could drop it inside of the actual body of it. But then I can't see it. Which do I need to be able to see it to turn it on? Is that enough? Can I see it that way? Let's go back to the tool controls. Come on, right click. Why are you not doing nothing? This doesn't look like it. I need to right click at all on it. Because I just the one thing I don't know is sometimes I wonder on some of the controls. So let's get rid of McFirt. So if I remember correctly, it is Valentina. Valentina, I think, is trapped in an orbit. I do know that this will get me into orbit just fine with no issues. What I don't know is if I've got the amount of what is this called? Delta V. Because, let's see, so to get, oh, that's the wrong button. That is ChatGPT. Not that. Not that. There we go. So, going from the surface of Kerbin, here you guys can see what I've got here. So, going from the surface of Kerbin to a geostationary orbit. What's it saying that for 1570? Oh no, that's from low orbit. Ah, you know what? Let's say surface to an intercept of the Mun. It's saying I need 50,030. To a low orbit, I need 4,000. So there's part of my problem. Part of my problem is I don't have enough delta V in order to get into a decent low orbit of Kerbin, let alone, because even if we show me all. Yeah, so even that right there, I've only got enough delta V that barely gets me into like a proper orbit. I think that's part of the problem is, do I really need these? That's one of the questions that I was kind of grappling with, is whether or not I actually needed these solid boosters. So if we take those off, what would be another option? Could I put another, because I could do I could attach some more fuel tanks. What are our options in regards to just attaching some fuel tanks on the side? I think the problem there is that I just don't have the... I'm sure I have the thrust. I just don't have enough delta V. But then it becomes, do I have enough thrust to get the rest of it up there? What is this? Another one of these. So I could add some more. What if we got rid of these and we put on... Oh, that's a huge one. I can't do that. That's a big one too, right? Yeah. And put on another one of these. I mean, that gives me 3,000. I think part of the problem is this is the major issue that I've got right now. Is I'm really struggling to get just onto the Mun. So what if we scrap this and start again? What if we just start again? Let us... Let's do this. Take this guy off. Let's get rid of this. Let's go with a smaller fuel tank. What kind of rockets do we have? Engines. Do we have that little dually thing? Yeah. So, oh, hold on. Let me just check this. So what do I have right now? I have the Terrier 909. Where's the Terrier 909? Is that it? Yeah. So this has a thrust of 14.783 newtons. Yeah, it was 60 in the vacuum, which is fine because that's where I'll be using it. And this has a thrust. Are these huge? Yes, can't use those. Is that huge? That's a huge one too. Is this not got swivel? I'm trying to see, where does it say how much swiveliness it has? Ah, gimbal vectoring, 4 degrees. This does not have any gimbaling, so that's going to be useless. $2,000 newtons. How big is this thing? I mean, I know it's a big one, but I wonder if that's the future. Yeah, that's how we get it up there. That one only has a little bit of gimbal. That's not gonna... This is a big one anyway, right? Yeah, it's another big one. Okay. So that's what I've got right now. 60 newtons, 215. That has a gimbal of 3 degrees. The Reliant has a gimbal of nothing. And the Terrier has a gimbal of 4 degrees. But this has a lot more thrust than this one. but it'll burn through less. So you know what? I'm fine. I'm fine with us using this as the pathway forward for that. I'm considering just deleting all of this and maybe even looking at where was it? Where was the one I just looked at? Oh, this one. It's a twin bore. It's a very purposeful piece of engineering. Instead of relying on a single engine or solid rocket boosters, the KR-1x2 employs two modified KR-1 engines fed by a built-in fuel system as the source of its immense lifting power. All that self-contained goodness comes at the cost of not having a mounting point for its underside and not being quite as efficient as dedicated engine. It also comes at quite a literal cost as well. So it just costs money, but money is no object. So that could be a solution, is to do this guy. So right now, this guy has a... Where is it? I can't even find it now. Thrust, there we go. So thrust at sea level is 1866. And right now I've got a Reliant and a Swivel. So 2 Reliants and a Swivel. The Reliant has 205. That is 1866. So the Reliant, 205, so 410 thrust. And a Swivel, which has 167. So this has loads more thrust to get us off the ground. So this might be the pathway forward as opposed to using all of this. So let's get rid of this. We're going to use that. So now we need to connect it up. So to connect it up, I believe it is it aerodynamics? I don't see anything in there. Maybe it's coupling? No. Structural? Yes. So does this attach to the top of that? Yeah, it looks like it. So, pink. Put you on the bottom. Not 100% confident with how that connects up. What is this thing? What is this? Rocco Max brand adapter. I don't know. I don't know what this... No, come on. Come on. Computer's thinking really hard. Calm down. Ah! No, back to the game, please. I can see it just teeny tiny up here in the corner. Okay, so we're back. So what is this now? Rocco Max brand adapter. What if I put that on the bottom there? What does that do? Oh, why do you have to think so hard about everything? Right, are you done playing around now? Oh, we've got 2 of them. We've got 3 of them. Oh, we've got 4 of them. Do you think we need all of these? Oh, it's... Alright, we've borked it. The game's broken. We've effed it up, guys. I can't even connect these. Well, I guess that's a good sign, is that I can't connect that. Okay. Alright, it's really effed up. Let us can we... No, that's to save to a different game. Jeb rescue. So we'll change this to just rescue. Just say, change that to rescue. We'll save it. Then we shall reload it again. Get to see if that fixes the problem. Where's the rescue? Orbit, question mark? You can tell, like, I don't know what I'm doing. So let's load that one. Let's see what happens. See if this fixes it. Yes! Okay, brilliant. Alright, so let's take this off. We don't need that. And let us attach... What is that? Don't know. Is this a... This is a little one, isn't it? And those are big... Those are couplers. So that's like a 2 coupler and a 3 coupler. Okay. We don't need any of that. We need a... Not a fuel tank, an engine. A Mite solid booster. Not a lot of thrust, does it? Now let's attach this to the bottom there. So this, I'm thinking, is going to give us loads more. Yeah, so we've got roughly the same amount of delta V as we had with that massive garbage that we had set up before. So we could attach to the outside of this some more thrust. If we were going to do that, would it be better? Oh, you know what? Let's just look at... So the Thumper has 300 newtons of thrust. I don't think I need more thrust. I think the only thing that I might need is more fuel. I think that's the only thing. I mean, that thing... I feel like that's going to get me into space. But if I... What was it I needed last time? Alright, so... 50-30. So I need 50-30 to get to the Mun. I'm not going to the Mun. I'm just trying to... what does this guy give us? 670... Again, that's not the problem. The problem is not... It is... I need... something to take over... I just need to carry more fuel, right? And then I can use this for most of the stuff. Yeah, so let's look at... Let's just take a look. Let's just take a look. If we threw another big fuel tank on there... 18 tons... 9 tons... 36 tons... Like, we did something like this... Move the whole thing up. Attach this to the bottom of it. Now the question becomes, do I have enough thrust to get this bad boy into space? And if I remember correctly, I want to get the aerodynamic overlay near the center of mass, so I'm going to have to put some wings on it, I think. But I can't remember. I can't remember. It's too much to remember. But it's still not enough fuel to get us into space. So how many... Does it tell me how much all of this weighs? Is there something somewhere that tells me... Oh, is that it? Is this going to tell me? Oh, come on! Why do you gotta think so hard about all this sometimes? Oh, nope, this is KSpedia. Definitely don't need that. That's why I was thinking so hard. And close that, please. Come on. Don't worry, boys and girls. We'll get there. Oh, come on, Kerbal. Let's do this. Shut that down. Right. Is this going to tell me its mass? Yes. Okay, so there's our mass. 83 tons. A little over 83 tons. And what do the kickbacks give us? The thing that I don't understand, and this is probably because I'm an idiot, the thing I don't understand is these provide 670 kilonewtons of thrust. How much mass is too much mass for it? You know, like, oh goodness, can 2 of these? Oh damn. That thoroughbreds. Oh, look at that bad boy. That ain't no joke. Oof. That might be the answer. Use those guys to push it into space. What a monster. What a flippin' monster. Right, okay. So let's look at some coupling situations here. We need some big couplers to deal with these big bad boys. Am I doing 2? Yes, okay. And then just, more engines is always the solution. Let's put the thoroughbred on there. No? Yes? There we go. Okay. My only concern really is the fact that I think it's a little too tight to it. Yes. Can we move you out another titch? And what about another titch? No. To put you inside of yourself. So that I think is fine. And then let's swap these around. Let's move you down here, you up here, you down here. Yep. And then that releases them, and then the next thing to release is that. Now we need some aerodynamics. And we do a nice... Oh, yeah, perfect. There we go. Do we have... Aha. That'll do. Nice big rocket cones on there. I still only have 4175. Like, I put those on there, and it hasn't increased. It really hasn't increased at all. My delta V at all, because these weigh so much, I'm sure, which is part of the problem, is these weighing so much is not making it any better. It's making it sort of worse to a certain extent. Sorry, I've gotten a message from a friend of mine. Okay, so... How do you get... You just have to keep putting more and more. How have I know... Hold on, let's save this again. Because I know I've gotten to the moon and back, to the Mun and back. Oh, you know what? I don't know if I've actually ever gotten to the Mun and back. Maybe that's part of my problem. Oh, you know what? You know what? I think it's because from the surface to the surface of Mun. Oh no, that's 60. That's 6,000. So an intercept. Surface to intercept is 50-30. Okay. I'm not that far away. I'm only 1,000 delta V away, roughly. A little less than 900 and some. I don't need you. Why are you back? Right. So let me just open this up real quick. This science lander. Are we loading it, or are we just thinking about it? I think we're just thinking about it. Clearly I need a new computer. We still thinking about it. I think we're still thinking about it. Right. But see that's only got 4228, so that is not enough delta V. Moon Lander 2.0. Let's take a look at that one real quick. Right, so this is a Moon Lander 2.0. This also doesn't have enough delta V. It is possible that I came back with that, but I think that we're running it a little too close. So let's reopen the first one. The rescue. Where are you, rescue? Oh, it's in alphabetical order. Okay. So we'll reopen the rescue. That's giving me 4,175 delta V. And 4,000 of it if I move you into there. How much do I need to get into low Earth orbit? So from the surface to not geostationary to low orbit, 80 kilometers. 4080. Wow. Kerbin is a gravity sink, isn't it? Okay. So I need 4,000 just to get into orbit. Jesus Christ. That would mean that if I put this into this one, get rid of that, that means that between all of this, that gets me into orbit. Only. Like, that's it. All of that gets me into orbit. And then where's that one to you? Which would mean that the next thing I need to do is put more. I need to put a bigger... gonna have to put a bigger engine on there. Or a bigger fuel tank, I mean. So what is the biggest fuel tank we can do? Oh, those are the big ones. Are those engines or fuel tanks? Fuel tanks. We just gotta move all of it up and out of the ground. Okay. So show all of my delta V. I almost have enough to get me into orbit just with this, so I wonder if I put another fuel tank on there. Or do we put... Or do we get rid of these and put some liquid ones? I don't think I need liquid ones, I'll be honest. I think I'd rather just burn this and drop it. Because if I take that off... I mean, look at that. Putting these on... all that really does is give me a couple of hundred more. How much do these weigh? Maybe that's the question I need to ask. So... these have massive amounts of thrust, but I don't think I need more thrust, I'll be honest. How much do these weigh? 70 tons versus... so 140 tons that I've got on there. Whereas if I throw these kickbacks on there... kickbacks... come on, come on, come on! Stop messing about. Jesus Christ. Right. The good news is because they weigh so much less, the thrust that they provide is 593. What was the thrust? This 250. But they only weigh 7.5 tons. So if we got rid of these, and we put even smaller ones, what are these? Thoroughbred? No, not thoroughbred. Thumpers, I think. Or are those the thumpers? I can't remember. What are these guys called? The thumpers. It is the thumper. I mean, we can work out where it's at in a few minutes, but I mean, yes. Where are those guys? Ah, okay. Let's move these down here. No. I'm really struggling here. Let's go with, if we put some fuel tanks on... Where's the thrust on... oh, it doesn't tell me, does it? Right. Hold on. So the best one I had here was a thrust of... max thrust 600, 593 kilonewtons. Whereas if I go to engines and let's say we go with just the Reliant, I think the Reliant is, yeah, it's a non-swivel one. So the Reliant's thrust is 205. So 2 of those would give the same thrust as, yeah, a little bit less than the same thrust as both of those. But can it last? Can I carry more fuel that way? That's the question. Yes. Yes. Okay. I don't know what a little solid booster is. I mean, that's got plenty of thrust for us, I'll be honest. All we really need is something to carry the extra fuel. So let's get rid of this. Let's put a coupler on. Just a little one. We'll put you right there. Good enough. We will grab a couple of fuel tanks. Is this the longer ones? Yes. Yeah. Yeah, perfect. We will grab another one of those, stick that to the bottom. And we will... Those are the big ones, right? Yeah. Can we change the color of everything to this? I like the orange better. Are you still thinking about changing color? Oh, that just changes that one, huh? Right. Can you change? No, you can't. Can you change? Yes, you can change to an... I do like that look a little better. And now that's an adapter we don't need. We need a fuel duct. This is the part where it gets really finicky. Okay. Now I feel stupid for having done what I've just done, because I kind of want to get rid of the top one. Because do I need that much fuel? Yes, I do need that much fuel. So what if... Come on! God, my computer is so crap. So if I put... Oh, you know what? It's probably confused. Let's tell it that we're going to be putting some Reliant engines on here, so it doesn't freak out about it. So what we'll do is you down here. Show all on that. What does TWR mean? So what happens if I put another fuel container on top of this? Getting pretty damn close to what we need. And then maybe one more teeny tiny one. 5031. Alright, so is that everything that we need then? Because that is 4,400, which is more than enough to get us into orbit. between these two things, between all of this just to get us into orbit. Jesus Christ, I did not realize. And then this to just get us into let's see. Let's look at this again. So 4080 to get us into orbit, and then from low orbit to intercept with the Mun, 950, which we don't have. Right. Right. Okay, so that could mean that if we take that off, let's put that back on. Let us go with, I mean, I could go, no. What if I went with this? So how big is that? That is a massive 4.5. This is a half of that. And this carries 300. It doesn't matter. 360. This is literally half. So what I could do is split this into. Ooh, you know what? Let's go with a nice teeny tiny one. With a nice... Is this the one with the gimbal that's 4? Yes. With a nice teeny tiny motor. Like that I think is perfect. And then we need a coupler. That is a bit small. That is a bit big. That is just right. And then let us put one of these guys. So this is for us to get to them. Just ruined it. I've ruined it all. Which means we we might need even more fuel. Yeah, because that's only 216. Don't think I need that decoupler. So we're back to where we were at. I have enough, technically, to get me to an intercept with the Mun. What I don't have is... because I've got enough. I've got more than enough to get me into orbit. 605. And there's 950. I mean, technically... Oh, come on. Technically, I have enough to get me into orbit and into intercept with this person, with the one that's trapped. But that assumes that I'm using all of this to get me into orbit and part of the way to intercept, which is what I've been doing. Do we just give it a go? That's the question. Do we stop messing about and just give it a go? What happens if we put more fuel? More fuel. Another fuel tank. Definitely don't need that much fuel. It doesn't really help us anyway, so... I mean, at the end of the day, I also still need to put on some advanced cones. Literally 50-30. I still need to attach some kind of structural stuff here just to kind of keep it together. Doop. Right, let's give it a go. I'll be honest, I'm not 100% on this. I mean, that's connected there. Sharing the fuel to get us into. All right, we're just gonna have to give it a go. Just because from a delta V perspective, I definitely have enough. But from a perspective, from a delta V, but from a perspective. Sorry, I'm wanting to check to make sure my audio was actually working. Except now I'm at 50-20. Good enough. From a delta V perspective, yes, I have enough. I just don't know what it's going to look like going into space with it, and I think that's the struggle that I'm going to have. But you know what? It's time to put up or shut up. So let's give it a go. Let's see what happens. Did it put a Kerbal in again? I hope it didn't. Also hope this thing's not just gonna fall over. I mean, I can put the structural things on that help it stand up. I hate doing it. It just takes up so much time. I mean, it looks cool when they just like fall apart. Right, it's thinking really hard. Just give it a second, guys. Just one moment, all right? Calm down. Calm down. You're being a bit antsy about this. At the end of the day, you know, we're just you know, we all work at different speeds here. We got to respect that. We got to respect that some people work faster than others, okay? So, just big deep breaths. Big deep breaths. Here we go. All right. Now, as it loads, the whole thing falls over and explodes. That is what I think. I've been playing for an hour. I haven't launched yet. Come on. Hey Rudy, how's it going, bud? Yeah, it's been a while. I've been working a lot and really focused on work. It's been a kind of a tough year, and every single time I think to myself about getting back into streaming, I've kind of been like, oh, but if I do that, then I can't watch because normally I have YouTube videos and stuff going on the side. But I've decided I was just like, I started playing this and I started talking to myself when I was doing it, and I was like, if I'm gonna do that, why not just stream and see if anybody's going to help me. Sorry, the game is trying to load this launch, and it's thinking really, really hard. So, sorry about that. It'll get there. Yeah, definitely a casual streamer. So, yeah, I mean, I'm really struggling. I've got a Kerbin right now that is in an orbit that is near the Mun, and if I don't go get him, I'm pretty sure that his trajectory takes him into the moon, and he's gonna die. Um, I've got no way. He's out of fuel and everything, so I've got no way to get him away from that instance. I've tried a couple of times to get him, and then realized that I was intercepting incorrectly. Um, Geez, how long are you going to take to load? Yes, it is bad. I think that I can get him, but I was screwing up my intercept. I had to go back to training to train myself how to do intercepts correctly. But now I think I'm all right. Now I've just been playing around with a different build for a ship to get me into space. It's got enough Delta V to get me into an intercept with the Mun, which is basically what I need, because that's about how far out he is. I say he, but I think it's Valentina. Oh, it did put a frickin' Kerman. God damn it. Right, I've got to go after all that waiting to load. I've got to go back to I've got to revert to the vehicle assembly because I don't want a Kerman going. I don't want any of the Kerbins to go because I need an empty spot for Valentina to jump in the ship and fly it back. How are you, Rudy? Doing all right? Surviving? You'd have thought I would have streamed a lot more. Slow PC. I think it's just an old PC, I'll be honest. And I tend to leave it running for long periods of time, like days. I put it to sleep and stuff like that, but I probably should have restarted it before I started a stream. But I didn't want to mess about with all that. So I guess that means you have to suffer a worse experience. Destiny 3. Oh, all right. Wait, D3 isn't? No, not Destiny 3. What is D3? Diablo. Diablo 3, since Diablo 4 is being hyped. Yes. Yeah, that's probably a good shout. I haven't played Diablo in a long time. Yeah, Diablo. Right. Right, I needed to take the Kerbin out. I lose track of my life. There we go. Kerbin's out. Ready for launch. Let's give it another go. Hopefully it doesn't take 18 years to load again this time. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Come on, don't take 18 years to load this time. It's been fine. I'll be honest. It's been fine. It's only just recently it's started really. You know what? I wonder if it's because I have too many. Yeah. See, it didn't. It took like no time to load that time. Right. Turn the SAS on. I know what my plan is. I know how I want to get into space. I've done all of this before. I know how to do this. It's just a question of whether or not it's going to work. So, cross fingers, here we go. Right, so lifting-wise, it seems good. It seems like it's got plenty of force to get all of this weight off the ground, which is brill. Let's look at the maneuver mode so I can see what my apoapsis is. That's fine. Let's give it a roll in just a second. This thing has a hell of a lot of thrust to it. I mean, I might be going too fast. I'll be honest. Oh, are those done? Really? You know what? I bet that I needed to... Oh, shit! I've screwed it. I've screwed it up. I've screwed it up. Alright, let's revert back to the flight. Let's revert to the launch. So I think I might need to turn down the... Let's keep the throttle there then, while I'm getting through that. But I think, because I want these... I don't want them to disconnect. How do I tell it? I can't remember. How do I tell it that I want to pull... Actually, no, that's what I want. I want it to just give it a little bit of thrust. Yeah, let's just go with that. Let's see what the thrust looks like. Alright, so that's not enough. Alright, so we need at least 2/3 thrust to get it off the ground. And the one thing we can't do is we can't turn it over unless I put some wings on, but that's going to increase the weight, which I don't want to do that either. So the good news is, oh, let's flip that over. It's already tilting over. You see that? Yeah. No, stay northward. No, no, no. Oh, because I forgot to turn on SAS. Let's just turn down the thrust. There those go. Turn the thrust down a bit because I don't want to be going faster than 250. Turn the thrust down. Turn the thrust down even more. Turn the thrust down even more. There we go. That's good. Thanks for the remind, Rudy. I have no idea what it was because I'm an idiot. I am still climbing. Am I out of the thick atmosphere yet? No. That is looking good, though. Oh, pause. Guess we're thinking. Computers. Oh, that was those things. Dark blue, throttle up. Alright, throttling up. And... I will tilt over. Don't want to go too far. I kind of want to wait until I'm, like, proper into space. So, apoapsis. Alright, so that's over 70 kilometers. So I'm going to go ahead and cut throttle, switch to the map mode, set up a maneuver node, get us to... Oops. Let's angle that down a bit. How we doing? Apoapsis is at 65, 70, 237. Let's pull this back. I kind of just want to circularize the orbit here. How much time do I have? 50 seconds. No problem. No problem. You know what? We're going to go with that. We'll circularize in a second. I'm going to have to start the burn soon. So 30 seconds. Just kick RCS on so we can control this a bit better. 23 seconds to burn. 19 seconds. Almost there. 12 seconds. Fine. We're going to burn for 38 seconds when we get there. 4, 3, 2, 1. Burn. Hold position here. 30-second burn. Almost there, almost there. Calm down. Stop, stop. Just everybody calm down. And losing it. And cut it. Okay. I didn't get it quite right, but it wasn't awful. So let's just take a quick look. So our periapsis is a bit low, which isn't great. I've got a teensy tiny bit of fuel left on this. So what we might want to do is just wait for our apoapsis and give us a just teensy bit of a burn here. Come on. Oh, Jesus Christ. Ugh. Just because it decided to autosave right when I was trying to do something. I might need to restart my computer. It's angry. It's angry little boy. Right, let's try. Calm down. Just calm down. Right, you done playing around then? Are you done? Come on. Yeah, there you go. Alright. Done playing around. That's 83. Well, let's go with that. I think the problem we're going to run into is... Let's turn RCS off. Right, part of the problem we're going to run into is we have to drop... Let's turn RCS off so it doesn't waste it. Is we're going to have to drop down, and I wonder how much... Because we're going to be dropping down into lower Earth atmosphere. We might, I'll be honest, we might just need to... We might just need to do a teensy bit of a burn up this direction. Just to get ourselves RCS on for just a second to get this organized. Right, let's give that a bit of a burn up that direction. That's it. Right, back to this. Right, so we're on the lower portion of it. Let's go ahead and kill that maneuver again. And I know it's not great, I'll be honest, but let's go ahead and add a maneuver there. Ah, I know what I forgot to do. I need to select this as a target. I don't think, I'll be honest, I don't think that we're too far off of the plane. So I'm alright with keeping us kind of where we're at. No, I kind of need to get there sooner rather than later. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. Oh, we're not too far off. We might be able to make this happen. We've got 37 minutes till we get to that node. Let's just flip around here. Ooh, actually, you know what? Let's clear that. We might actually have to just add negative 2.4 up a little bit. Negative 1.5. Come on. Come on, open back up. Jesus Christ. I can't see what I'm doing anymore. Right, go back to maneuver. And we're looking at 1.5. We'll just have to do this the hard way. That is definitely not the hard way. That is definitely not the easy way. Am I? Yeah, I'm in the positives. Let's go into the negative. Is that the negatives already? There we go. We got it. 0.0. Okay. So we've got that targeted. Let's flip on RCS. Let's flip it back off. Get us targeted into position. And we've got 7 minutes until. And then we will have circularized. We will have got our angle at the same as the guy we're trying to save. Way out there. And then we can start sorting it out. So let's go ahead and fast forward to that. Cross our fingers. Right, 58 seconds. Ready for a throttle up. We're going to burn for just 9 seconds, which shouldn't use up a lot of fuel. I'm just going to switch this over so I don't forget for later. 24 seconds. "17 seconds. Here we go. Here we go, boys and girls. Buckle up. 9-second burn in 9 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, burn. 3, 2, 1, cut it. Alright, so we'll stick with that. That's got us in a decent spot, I think, now. So now let's look at... Right, so let's add a maneuver. Alright. So I kind of want... Targets at the horizon, if you understand, like you would for a normal Munburn. Yeah. I think the problem... Yeah, that's honestly, that's about where I've set it up. It's a little behind it. The problem is that I'm worried about is it not... um, it not surviving. Like it's not gonna survive. Because, hi Kieran, how's it going? Because I'm really afraid that what's gonna happen is if I don't get to this guy soon, there's no way he survives that. I don't know what it's gonna be. Um, but it looks a lot like he's gonna be crashing into the Mun. I'll be honest. So that's my only concern. That's why I'm trying to get to him sooner rather than later. That's pretty darn close, to be honest. I mean, 6 kilometers. Six kilometers isn't too bad. It's not great, don't get me wrong. What do we think is causing that? Do we think it's an up and down thing? No, that seems worse. Yeah. Can we get... Aha! Alright, so we're under 5 kilometers. Let's see if we can get a little closer. Just 4 kilometers. That's not too bad. I'm not super excited about like how much of an angle we've got here because I'm afraid we're going to be coming in pretty hot. This is the problem I had before. What if we pull that back? Could we pull that back? I mean, to a certain extent. Because if I retrograde from there... And the other thing that we're not even taking into account is the fact that... Oh no, that periapsis... Oh, we're alright, okay. Oh no, that's that periapsis. Where? There it is. Because that periapsis does get us pretty close to the atmosphere, which could mess everything up, so makes me wonder whether or not it's worth it for a little bit of a burn to push that out. You know what? That's what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and take that off for now. We're going to do a quick burn here. Let's add a maneuver. Let's just pull that out. Little 5-second burn. That gets us plenty far away from the Earth. I don't need to... The Earth, Kerbin. So I don't need to worry too much about... it doesn't really circularize very well. Can we circularize? A bit better. Shit! Too much. Let's pull it back. That's pretty circular. Burn to get there, roughly. And then on the way out, you can do a series of correction burns to narrow it down. So do you think that I don't need to worry about circularizing first? Okay, I won't... I'll pull this back. I do want to at least pull that away from that potential atmosphere, because I'm afraid that I'll get some atmospheric braking that'll slow me down, and then if it slows me down, I'm going to be in deep trouble anywhere. Hi, Achillean. How's it going? I am doing crap, is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to save Valentina. She is on a trajectory to death, as you can see. Don't know whether or not I'm going to be able to do it. I've tried a bunch of times, and I keep failing. And then I keep going back. I keep reverting back, because I'm a big wuss. I don't like to watch my Kerbins die. So I'm going to give a tiny burn here, just to circularize just a teensy bit to get us out of the atmosphere on the periapsis. Yes, periapsis. What was going on the Starlink webcast? Just launching another 5,000 more satellites. Right, okay. So, we've got to burn in a minute. A minute should be enough time to go get a glass of water. I'll be right back. Go and grab a glass of water. Entertain yourselves. Alright, I'm back. I'm not at my computer yet, so just calm down. Calm down, everybody. It'll be fine. We got 50 seconds. Plenty of time. Plenty of time. Alright, 46 seconds. What was it? I was looking at a game. What game was it? Was it Stellaris. I think it was Stellaris. I was loading Stellaris, and as it was loading, and don't quote me. I could be wrong. 17 seconds. But as it was loading, the loading thing was like a sun with things orbiting around it, and there was two things orbiting around it, and 3, 2, 1, burn. And as the two things were orbiting around it, the one thing that really kind of irked me was the fact that one of the things was the one further away from the sun was orbiting faster than the one closer to the sun, which I was like, I don't think that that's accurate. But yeah. So if we were going to shoot from the... Yeah, so that is... Stop it. Computer is thinking really hard. Right, are you done playing around? Yeah? How about you just quit? Quit playing around. Quit playing games with my heart. So right there, that's where you think the maneuver should be. It's probably accurate. Let's see how we get... Right. No, we're not leaving the Kerbin. Let's keep it a little closer. Right, okay. So out here, how far apart? We're separated by 760 kilometers. That's probably fine. Probably don't need to worry about it too much. A little bit closer. A little bit too far. 7.7. Yeah. So let us... Is there any reason why it wants to, like, sometimes... Can I get more... Is this the thing that's like, I want you to be more precise? Yeah, it is. I mean, 1.4 kilometers. That's not too frickin' bad, is it? Got 16 minutes, guys. 16 minutes. Do you know anybody who plays this in, like, real time? Like, alright, guys, I'll see you in 4 days. Right, okay. So let's get targeted up. Oop, wrong direction. Flip us around. I don't like being upside down. You gotta always keep the blue side up. Now the blue side's down again. Wish it would make up its mind. Right. Okay. Alright, brilliant. Okay, so that's good. We're at 1.4 kilometers. I'm pretty happy with that. I agree with you, Rudy. As I get closer, I'll make some adjustments until we're pretty much in a better kind of spot. Are we happy with that? I feel I'm happy with that. Jeez. It's like, alright guys, 3 days. That's funny. Right. Okay, I feel alright with it. I'm feeling a bit nervous about it. It's a 1 minute and 11 second burn. I'm afraid I'm going to burn up a bunch of my fuel. Alright, just hold your breath. We're just going to deal with it, guys. We're just going to have to deal with it. I'm just going to have to calm down and just get on with it. Let's wait for the computer to catch up with us. Yeah, you gonna... Oh, why is this set to 10%? Right. So here we go. It was a long stream. Yeah, I'm sure it was. Alright, we got 59 seconds. 59 seconds to change our mind. And to let her die. The problem is that neither one of these ships have any kind of docking things. I don't think I've done the science on the docking stuff yet, because it was a bit intimidating to me. So it's going to be one of those, like, we just got to get them close to each other, and then Valentina needs to jump out of the one, fly over to the other one, climb inside it, fly that bad boy back home, let the one that she's got crash into the moon or the mun, and then we're good. We can bring her home. Oh, I forgot to check time. We got 17 seconds. I lose track of what I'm doing. 12 seconds. Here we go. 10 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Burn. I'm so afraid of how much Delta V I'm going to be burning to get. Just cross our fingers. I guess it's not too bad. I'm about halfway through the burn, and I've maybe only used up about 10%. I am bringing a pretty big fuel tank. 26 seconds left on the burn. Don't be scared. It's already off target. I'm not going to adjust it because I'll just screw it up even worse. 5. Here we go, here we go, here we go. And cut it off because I'm getting way off already. And we'll tweak it in just a second. So, come on, maneuver, delete it. Okay. So, not too far off. I'm now 455 kilometers. So, that's normal. Let's give it another burn here. I'll make a node 10 to 15% along the path and do your correction burn. Yeah. All right. I'll be rolling on the mouse wheel all the live long day. All right, here we go. Correction burn. I want it to be close. 2.8 kilometers. Kilometres. All right, that's not too bad, honestly. Actually, if we can hit that one, we should be in a good spot to kind of make this work and save Valentina. Let's cross our fingers. Cross our fingers, everybody. This is a very short burn, to be honest. I did select her as a target, yes. It should be, there isn't anybody else. Like I tend to delete all the debris, because I don't like it all being all over the place, because I can. So, but yeah, so it should only be her. And I was trying to get her back from the because I dropped her onto the mun, thinking I was going to be able to get her back, and couldn't. And then I was like, well, I'll get her as close as I can, and then I'll try to do this thing that I'm scared to death of doing, which is trying to do this, rendezvous in space, and go from there. So there shouldn't be anybody else out there. Could be an alien, maybe. Maybe she's out there. She's gone space crazy. Right. Okay. We're all targeted up. Let's go ahead and fast forward it. One of these days, I'm hoping that I will, I'll be able to have spent enough science to get where I get all of the buttons out here, even without a pilot on there. I downloaded MechJeb 2, but I don't understand how it works. So I've just kind of ignored it, I'll be honest. It seems like you can do a certain kind of burn or takeoff and stuff, and you can save it and tell MechJeb to just do that for you the next time. So it just saves you all the extra work of getting into space every single time. 23 seconds. Okay, alright. 15 seconds. I forgot again what I was doing. I started thinking to myself, I wonder if I should say something or ask them how their day is going. And then I forgot that I needed to be focused on this bird. 3, 2, 1, burn. I really screwed that up, guys. I'm not gonna lie. That was pretty crap. Jesus Christ. I should have just inched it in, and that's not what I did. It's not what I did at all. Oh, Jesus. Right. Well, let's do another adjustment burn. Let's do it about here. And we are going to pull back a little bit on this. Yeah, there we go. I mean, that's not bad. I'm trying to just elongate this a bit more. What I think is funny is that people used to do, like this is telling me that I'm going to intercept and there'll be a separation of 3.3 kilometers. But the computer's doing all the math for me. In reality, like now there might be computers that do the math for us, but like during the early parts of space exploration, there were people actually doing all the math on this, and that's crazy to me. Can't even wrap my mind around that. Oh well. Right. Okay. So let's fast forward. Let's target up our node. Perfect. And let us go for a burn in 2 hours. All right, guys. I'll see you in 2 hours. I'm not going to screw this one up this time. See, this is the thing that irritates me a little bit is it makes this look like, all right? I know I got 50 seconds. I'll forget again. It makes this look like that this ship is going to get caught in the moon's gravity here and then get pulled into the moon. But the reality is the moon's the mun's all the way over there. So it's not going to do that until it's next time around. Like this is saying at year 1, just burn slow when it's time. Yeah, Rudy, I gotcha. That's why I'm not going to screw it up about 20 seconds. But I don't think that this is actually on this trajectory. I think that's its next time around would be on this trajectory. All right, so just a teeny tiny burn. 3, 2, 1. Little bitty burns. Little bitty burns. Come on. Come on. We'll get there. 1. Bink. Alright, stop. Alright. Not bad. Not bad. It looks like we are okay to be targeted within 3.3 kilometers, which is good. That is successful. I am happy to say that is successful. So now we just need to fast forward. Let's get rid of that. Now we just need to fast forward to. Can we? Oh, let's get rid of that maneuver because it's in the way. Could you just real quick rescue? Can you? No. I'm focused on the mun for some reason. Right. I don't want to be focused on Kerbin. I want to be focused on this. Alright. Big, scary, scary time. So... Oh, suddenly it's 12.2 kilometers out. So we'll do another burn about here then. I don't know why it's not doing anything. I'll be honest. Okay, there we go. It is. It's just very, very slight. I like that. Relative speed of 395. Yeah, that's fine. And then we'll sort that out. So 0.1 second. We'll be very, very careful. Oh, nope, 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 nope. Target that up. That seems all targeted up. It's an hour till the burn. We'll just fast forward that. Same sort of thing. We're just going to adjust and tweak. Adjust and tweak. "59 seconds. Okay. Calm down. Calm down, everyone. "30 seconds. "15. Here we go. Here we go. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You probably have a lot of intercept burn when you get close, since you would try to get the same orbit as the target. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. So that seems pretty good. And I know that what we'll probably want to do is, as we get close, we're going to be doing a prograde. The problem that I always forget about... So let me just throw down this maneuver that means nothing. That maneuver means nothing. I just forget what the prograde and retrograde symbols are and stuff. Because maybe I should just draw those real quick on a piece of paper off to the side here. So the prograde looks like a little circle with a line and a butt above it, and then the retrograde is with a dot dot dot. And those are green. Prograde. Right? Yep. Retro. Because I will be retrograding when I get closer to... I'm happy to go ahead and delete this now. And we're an hour away from this, so I'm happy to... Let's warp to there. Alright, back to here. "11 minutes away. Computer's thinking hard, guys. Hold on. I mean, how far away from the target am I now? Chase camera. Sorry, I wanted the chase camera. The locked camera is also good. Right, okay. So we need to find retrograde. That is the one that looks like... That is prograde. That is retrograde. So I must be pointing... Yep. That's meters per second compared to the relative speed of myself to it. So I need to bring that down a lot. But I'm hoping that I'll be able to bring that down once we're a little closer. I kind of want to do it when we are significantly closer, but I'm just wondering if it's maybe better to do it earlier. Like maybe throw a thing in here so that this ends up being a bit more in line with this. Because right now I'm going to just like fly right by it. Let's just take a quick look at it. Let's just add a maneuver. Turn off RCS, so we're not wasting RCS fuel. We'll add this maneuver, and we'll see what happens when we retrograde it. Because that brings it significantly more in line. I think the problem is by the time I get there, it's going to be there, which isn't what I want. So I might just have to play it by ear. I think I'm going to just have to play it by ear here. Because that's basically... That's basically having me retrograde right when we meet up. Which is kind of what I'm sort of doing right now anyway. So thinking burn the... prograde. But it is going to push my apoapsis out quite a bit. What I could do is, because I'm going to be behind it at that point. Because the only way I push my... Wait a second. That could be the answer. Just prograde. Adjust. Prograde. Stop. Sorry, the computer is making me mad. Come on, physics. I mean, that keeps us pretty damn close for quite a while, which should be enough time, you'd think. Just adjust it a bit. Oh, fuck me. Right. I'm gonna go for that. That's what I'm gonna go for. I'm happy with that. It's not beautiful, um, but I think that should give us plenty of time. Plenty of time to respond, plenty of time to get Valentina into the ship, and then and we'll adjust it as we get closer anyway, because we're gonna be this will get us, yeah, this is what I'm going with. This is what I'm going with. Stop complaining. Everybody shut up. This is what we're going with. Okay. 1 second. Jesus Christ. Okay. So it should be somewhere behind us, roughly. We should find it out there somewhere behind us. Yeah, it should be somewhere back there. Somewhere back in that area, in the darkness, that you can't see. Press F4 in the not map view to get a little marker on your target. It does normally show the marker on my target when it gets close enough, but it's not showing a marker on my target by pressing F4 right now. Right, okay. I'm tired of waiting. We're gonna fast forward this. Yep, there it is. Yeah, F4 turns it on and off. I already had it on. Alright. I'm gonna give a full burn on it. No worries, Killian. Appreciate it. "14 seconds. Prepare for the burn." This is very counterintuitive to what I would normally want to do. But I guess it makes sense, I'll be honest. I could really do with my computer not like stuttering through everything right now. It's stuttering like every 2 seconds. It's just like I don't know what I want to do. I'm not sure if this is okay. Right. Do you want to just calm down for a second? Are you quite finished? It just like paused. It just doesn't. It's thinking really hard. It's not sure how to deal with me getting this close. Just whenever you're ready. Whenever you're ready to continue playing, I'm happy to keep going. Anytime. Anytime at all. Yeah? Are you done? I'm not going to be able to do anything if this. I might have to just save it here. Right. Are you quite finished now? Okay. Thank you. You've now finished what you're doing. So, this is away from the target, which is what I want to do to continue bringing the speed down. And then we should be alright. Right, so first off, let's get rid of that, because that's driving me nuts. We'll bring the speed down a bit more. Alright, it's the computer's thinking again. Calm down, everybody. Jesus Christ, it needs a restart. .1 kilometers. That's a good point. Okay, it's getting away from me now, so we're gonna just flip around. And we're going to move towards it now. Make the green go inside the pink. Yep. The same angle on the other side. Hold on, the computer's thinking again, guys. Just calm down. Jeez. Right. I think I might have missed it. Keep flying past it. It's really hard because I've got to fly it as well as... Fucking hell. God damn it. Just keep going all the way around, I guess. Really struggling here. I think I'm going to have the same problem. I think I'm going to get her back, but not have enough fuel to get a burn back to Earth. Or back to... So burn retrograde to cancel momentum. Oh, come on, computer, stop it. I've got like no liquid fuel left, so... So bring it up to 25 meters per second. That means every 4 seconds I cover 100 meters. 2.3 kilometers out right now. Let's just take a quick look at the map. I should have saved it before I started trying to do all this. I say a quick look at the map, but we're going to take 15 minutes to fucking load the map. Come on. There we go. Yeah, and I've got to somehow figure out how to, with that tiny bit of liquid fuel I've got left. Such a waste. Such a waste of fuel. A wasted fuel. That's the problem. I should have just... God damn it. It's alright. It's alright. Calm down. We're fine. We're fine. You're doing it. You're doing this, man. You got this. It's 1.3 kilometers. It's not that far, but it's not going to make that big of a difference in terms of like like because all that's going to happen is she's going to transfer into this ship, but there's not going to be enough fuel for me to do a burn that's going to get us into a lower... What I might be able to do is a lower orbit, so it's just not quite as far, and then I'll send another ship out. Come on, I don't need the computer acting like that. Hold on, the computer's just taking a break, just thinking really hard. God damn it, I wasn't paying attention. Which is really focused. I think the thing that's really annoying is I can't tell if I'm negative speed to it or not. I'm doing a lot of it visually. We gotta wait for the computer again. We're pretty close. That seems close enough, right? 15 meters? Close enough. Right, okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and save this. And then can we switch? EVA. How are we doing on... We're just waiting for the computer to catch up with us. Hold on, guys. Come on, stop messing about. Just... Right, how do I... Come on. Come on. You got this, Valentina. Ah! Hit the wrong button. F. And board. It's thinking. Yeah, like on Apollo. Right, okay, so we got Valentina in here. Our fuel tank is basically empty. So what were you saying, Rudy? You were saying get a gravity assist from the Mun to bring us back to Kerbin. Well, the good news is we can go ahead and turn this guy off as a target. Okay. I don't think that the moon thing is going to make much of a difference. How much retro rockets do we have? Monopropellant, we're down to 112. If I can at least get it into a lower orbit, I can just send another ship. It's not ideal, but it's better than nothing. So where is our... I don't know how to unset a target. That's a periapsis, which means this is where we want to add a maneuver. We'll change your orbit towards Kerbin, and remember you can use RCS also. Close Kerbin encounter for a potential gravity burn. Yeah, I mean, that is kind of what I'm thinking. I mean, if... Is there any... I mean, that is going to pull me right into the moon. Or the mun. That's... I'd almost rather just... give it a go. I can't... I want to untarget this thing, but I can't untarget it because we're too close together. I guess I could try targeting something else, and then I could untarget that. What am I controlling right now? Yeah, I'm just struggling with getting it to target. It doesn't want to do anything. Just thinking really hard. Right, let's do this. Back to this for a second. Set the one over there. Okay, I don't know what's going on. My computer's really struggling. It's starting to drive me nuts. This is what I get for installing mods. I think it's the visualization mod that's struggling on my computer right now. It's a bit annoying, but right. So why can't I select this as a target? That's the problem I'm having right now. Maybe I need to come around. Right, I've got an idea. Save the game. Save. Yeah, and then go back to the Space Center. Because it seems very confused at what's going on in space right now. So we're gonna come out of space, and then we'll go back. We'll go to the tracker. It might be. It might be because I have a node. I don't know. I might just need to exit out of the game and restart it. See if that fixes the problem. I hear birds. Right, I have saved it, so I am going to go ahead and quit and restart the game and see if that helps. It just seems angry. Yeah, quit. All right. It's struggling just to quit. It's like, ugh, I don't know. Is this really what you want? Are you sure? Just gonna open up the task manager and just see if there is something that is killing me. I mean, I could close that. Curse Forge. Just gonna close a bunch of other things. Epic Game Launcher. Sure. Xbox. Yeah. Need those on. Need that on. Need that on. That's still trying to close. The Unity crash handler is opened on KSP, so I'm wondering if maybe that is why. Yeah, go ahead and just close the program. Cheers. Thank you. Alright, let's try this again. No? Don't want to open this? I guess we'll close the PD launcher as well. And then we'll just open up Steam and launch the game again. Once it gets started loading, I will let it load and run to the toilet, I think. You really gonna take that long just to open? There we go. Jesus Christ. There we go. All right. It looks like... Oop. Right, I will be right back while it loads. Right, I'm back. I've got 30 minutes until I've got to go get stuff for dinner. So, we've got to at least get to a place where I'd rather do like 20 minutes. Oh, that was quick. Alright, so let's go to the tracking station. And rescue. I'm just going to jump to this lander real quick. This is the thing that she just came out of. Because I think it's got science on it that... Yeah. So let me just open... Doop. Extend the antenna. And transmit. Loads of data on there. Cool. So it's done. I don't care what happens to it now. Let us go back to tracking station. This is running a heck of a lot better now. Let's go to rescue. And let's look at this. So let's get rid of our node. First things first, we'll get rid of our maneuver node. We will set the mun as a target. Add a maneuver. I think the problem is I can't see what this orbit is going to look like. Is this what the orbit then looks like after it comes out of that? Yeah, it comes into that orbit, which means that's the declination. The 6.9, and right now, so it can potentially, maybe if I do that, what happens? That's more. So can we get it real tight to the... Oh, that might be a little too tight. Yeah, that might be. I'm just guessing that that might be a little bit too tight to the planet. Just thinking that I might not do well with that. Right. So let's try this again. Of 6.5 with only a 1-second burn. That still is a bit too tight. So can we look at this maneuver? No? No, I'm not allowed to. No, is that is that the rules then? Graphical maneuver editor. I'm not allowed to look at the graphical maneuver editor. I mean, I don't think it's gonna make that big of a difference. I think I'm gonna be better off with at the apoapsis. Let's just. I mean, that's a 3-second burn. 5-second burn. Okay, so there's where I lose it. So I can get an 8-second burn, but that is still going to leave me way far out here. And it's only going to bring me into 2 million. Whereas if I do a 4-second burn, I can at least get to there. Another potential 4-second burn after that. Yeah, let's do that. I'm going to go with that one. I'll go with a 4-second burn here, followed by another 4-second burn to try to bring this down. And then at least my orbit is significantly closer to Kerbin than it was. So let's go for that. Let's turn the RCS off. Oh, you know what? Why don't instead of that, why don't we put one here? I don't think that there was any in there that really made much of a difference. I mean, there's a 4-second burn. That brings us to 6 million. 6 million, that might be alright. Let's do that. Perfect. Okay. So we'll fast forward to that. And then in 50 seconds, we will do our burn. We'll do a full burn for 4 seconds. That'll bring that down. And then, yeah. We'll at least be closer. I don't think I've got enough. We could then go ahead and burn with the RCS as much as possible to see if we can get how close we can bring in our orbit. We can do this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Burn. Okay. So that's that. That'll bring down that to 4.5. Let's burn for 3 seconds. Bring it down to 5 million, 5.1, and then let's fast forward to that. I could get a Mun encounter, but it wouldn't have made any difference. Like, I would have burned just as much, and it wouldn't have, like, in order to get a Mun encounter enough that I wasn't gonna get totally wrecked, I would have had to burn enough, and I would have only gotten about 6.5. I would have only brought in my orbit by till about 6.5 million. Unless I was approaching it the wrong way, which is entirely possible. But I'm happy to get it a lot closer, because obviously if the orbit's a lot closer, it's going to be even easier for me to... I could send up another spaceship and just... I could send up another shuttle and just do the same thing that I did this time. It's not ideal, obviously, but it's better than losing my person. So start burn in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, burn. Cut it off. Cool. And then that means that it's your time. Yep. And then if we add a maneuver here, and we do a retrograde, or actually, you know what we could do? I almost just fast forwarded to that. I could just pop a retrograde. I could pop a retrograde here. It's when we're traveling the slowest anyway. So I know that it can't do this. I don't want to do this, do I? I want to keep it as much as circular. It won't matter anyway. Won't matter anyway. Best thing for me to do now is just point at retrograde, which I am, and just burn for as long as I can. So we're pointing retrograde. And let's just burn. That's as long as it can burn. RCS. I will RCS for as long as we can at retrograde. I mean, how are we even looking? I don't think the RCS works. Oh yeah, it does. Okay. I was like, I wasn't sure the RCS worked. I don't think it's going to get there, but it's going to get pretty... I think it's going to be relatively close. If I get under 1,000,000 kilometers, I'll be happy. Or meters. Is that meters? Then the gravity burn will pull you down. Yeah, pull you down. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Is that if I can just get the atmosphere, if I can just get it, then it'll slow me down just enough. It's gonna be close. I'll be honest, Rudy. I think it's gonna be really close. Uh, 24 monopropellant left. 600 meters. 600,000 meters to go. 18 and 500,000. 15, 450. Oh, it is going to be super close. Nine, 7, 300, 6. It's got to get under 70,000. I don't think it's going to get there. No, there's no way. So close. 168,000. That is very close, though. Significantly closer than the other one was. All right, well. I guess that's that. We can reload. I don't know when the last one was. When was the last save? This one. Let's see. Perhaps see if there's a Mun encounter that will force you to impact Kerbin. Or very close. I think that was... So I think that was part of the problem, is a lot of my Mun encounters are basically taking me. I guess the other thing I could try is... $10,000. $7,000. $6,000. I mean, that gets me to 4.8. How much of a burn is that? Oh, only 1 second of a burn. That could be the right way to do it then. You might be right. $5,000. That gets me to 4.8. And then I could do another burn here. Is 5,000 meters far enough off the planet's surface? I don't know. That looks really close. I kind of want to give it 6,000 meters. It's just right over top of it. If there's a mountain or something that is just high enough, I'm gonna be screwed. I don't know how high the highest mountain on the Mun is. Any idea, Rudy? Oh, I can tweak it later. Yeah, that's true. I'm going to do a very small burn. Can't quite figure out what it's trying to show me. What the heck? I really can't quite figure out what it's doing. But I think I've run out of time for now. Shows you that you will be caught by the mun, and then it slingshot you out again towards Kerbin. Right. I'm going to quickly save this here. I've got to go get dinner. I will probably be back on afterwards. But for now, I'm going to have to end the stream. But I'll be back in a little